Ashley was diagnosed with CF, cystic fibrosis. She was 9 months old. That was devastating because in an instant, your entire life changes. I can remember on Ashley's first birthday, so this is only, say, 3 months after she was diagnosed, I kept sneaking away and going in the bathroom and crying because for me, it meant I had one less year. This is just 1 year closer to when she won't be here. I wish no parent ever had to go through that. You think everything's going along fine, and then out of nowhere you get sucker punched. You don't believe it, you don't understand it.
It can be intense, it can be scary, it can be very daunting to just plan. It can be hard to plan your future when sometimes you don't know if there's one.
She was really very healthy up until her freshman year of high school. Her health started to deteriorate and they couldn't quite figure out what was going on. So over the course of the next 3 years, there was a lot of hospital stays, a lot of tests, a lot of medications, a lot of research, a lot of doctor's visits.
Junior year was it was really rough just because, yeah, treatments were not working, medicines were not working. They weren't only not working, everything was getting worse. It's hard to stay positive when things just aren't going your way. And you're scared, like scared, very scared.
She started to just kind of fall into this depression.
Living with depression on a day-to-day basis was, I didn't have motivation to do anything. The things I used to like, the things that I needed to do, such as treatments, such as medicines. I stopped playing lacrosse, not only because of physical, I just didn't have the motivation to. I gave up, and that was a scary feeling, is giving up, because that's not in my nature. The hopelessness really came from just the matter of fact that CF is a progressive disease, and that here it is. It's coming in full force, and that was scary, that was terrifying.
I keep trying harder, I keep doing more therapies, I keep taking more medicines, I keep doing more and more and more, and my health is getting worse and worse and worse. I'm done. And it was at that moment was my lowest, possibly matching when she was diagnosed, because here I am watching my beautiful daughter give up.
I was sad. Honestly, I was sad all the time, and that is not me. I don't like to admit that I was sad.
With her not keeping up with her therapies and medications and her overall mental health and physical activity, her health started to decline further. I really genuinely felt hopeless. I mean, I was watching her give up. It was happening literally before my eyes, and it was horrible, and there was nothing I could do about it. And it was to the point where I told my husband, I said, she's 16, 17, 18 years old, hold her down in that chair and make her do it. You know, that you'd get desperate. And it was about that time that the social worker recommended that maybe she could reach out to Make-A-Wish Foundation, and with the idea of giving Ashley some hope and something to look forward to.
And she said, you know what, this is the exact reason why Make-A-Wish exists, to make your days better, to lift you up, to give that spark back.
There was something, I can't quite put my finger on it, but there was something that was like, really? And to see your child's eyes light up, even just for a minute, just a little bit, was a brilliant thing.
Just the knowledge that Make-A-Wish is gonna come through. I have something to look forward to. Something is going good in my life. At the time, I was playing lacrosse. I was really involved in my student athletic training at my high school. And between those two, I was happiest at the football field. And so from there, we narrowed it down to who's your favorite team? Carolina Panthers. And then just one thing led to another, and to be an athletic trainer for the Carolina Panthers. And once we worded it together, I was like, oh my gosh, how did I not think of this sooner? This is perfect, done. Just the thought that someone worked so hard for this wish to be granted, that a dream, like my biggest dream that I could possibly think of, was about to come true. Like that's like overwhelmingly joyful. That's all I could think of. That's all I could feel for a very long time.
I know this is gonna sound cliche and sound weird, but it literally, physically, was almost like a light went off inside her head, that her eyes just started to come alive again. She started to pick up again on doing her therapies and her meds.
Honestly, I wanted to be healthy for when my wish day came. I didn't want to feel sick or sluggish or not be able to breathe or, not be able to go because I was too sick. I wanted to like hang with the football players. I wanted to be healthy, so I started doing my treatments again.
It was an overall thing. It was physical, it was mental, it was emotional. We started to see things improve.
It was so exciting and it was like a kid on Christmas. Like I could not wait for that day to come, and just the pure anticipation alone was just motivation. In 2 weeks, I get to be next to Cam Newton. Like in 1 week, I get to be next to the Carolina Panthers, all of them. Motivation is what I needed the most, and that's what Make-A-Wish gave me.
She just had this, I don't know, just this air about her and a smile that never went away.
The Make-A-Wish day, I got to the stadium at about 7:30 in the morning, which I was so excited about because I was up at like 5, could not wait to go. I got to meet Mr. Ryan Vermillion, who's the head athletic trainer for the Carolina Panthers, and that's who I hung out with all day. And then I got my name badge, which was really cool. It actually opened some doors, like it was a real name badge.
Hope somebody's counting, because I'm not.
I am. Yeah, you just did like 23.
You gonna tell me to stop?
I met some players along the way, just players who were getting treatment in the morning before practice, and then I went out with the interns and got to fill some water bottles and got to set up water, that was so exciting for me just because this is actually what athletic trainers do. I honestly saw a little bit of my future.
It's probably been more of a blessing for us and the Carolina Panthers than it has been for Ashley. She spent the day with me working, and we got to spend the day with her feeding off her positive energy. And so I'm hoping that the guys understand how fortunate we all are. We all are real lucky here to be where we are in the NFL as athletic players and as an athletic, an NFL employee and an NFL player.
It's great to see someone like Ashley, still smile through everything that she's been through.
How do I thank these people that have given me everything?
For an organization to give something so incredibly significant to my life back, there are no words. The only possible words I can think of are thank you. And that just doesn't seem to be enough. It gave me hope again for the future that a few months prior I didn't see. Having that hope and having that fire again that I'd lost.
That single 5-day wish, which was amazing, took a time in Ashley's life and just flipped it on its head. It was going downhill and going downhill fast. The loss of hope, the loss of control. I just prayed that something or someone would come along to just take this away. And the fact that that came to us in the form of Make-A-Wish, we can't be more thankful. Just the gratitude as a parent is incredible.
Her Make-A-Wish was to be team trainer for the day. She came in and worked for us. Now she break the team down.
Panthers on 3, 1, 2, 3!
Panthers! Good job.
Not only did I see a future, I saw the future that I wanted. Make-A-Wish changed my life around. They just changed the way that you think. They bring back happiness, they bring back hope, and that is life-changing. That's life-saving.